What's up? You're watching Cheap Seats. I'm Riley, and that's great. And then today we're doing our Week 9 Power Rankings.
Woo! And it's the trade deadline, baby. And I just got dizzy from shaking my head like that. And goodbye, Zadarius Smith. You were very good on the Browns. I'll miss you, baby. You were so much better than Jadeveon Clowney in that failed experiment. But now he's a Detroit Lion.
The most important thing happening today is these Power Rankings.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Jaden Daniels traded to the Browns?
Oh, really?
For Bailey Zappi and Kevin Stefanski's beard?
Oh, my God.
Holy smokes. That's a blockbuster.
That's a blockbuster trade. You know what? I was watching the Browns game, and I thought I was watching a drug bust on the news.
What?
So much busted coverage.
Yeah, we had what, 5 first half sacks or something, third and longs. They scored their first 2 touchdowns on, just wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah. Juan Hornhill is the word. Juan Horny Hill. Horny Hill, that's a place where teenagers go to make out.
Make out Creek.
Yeah, make out Creek, Horny Hill. Juan Thornhill looked really bad. Yeah, you hate to see it with Jim Schwartz, who you know is a good coordinator. You just got guys that aren't playing great defense, but we're not here to really talk about a shitty team. We're here to talk about the best teams.
That's true. And we're here to talk about a really good thing that happened this week, which is I went 11-4.
You went 11-4? I think I went 8-7.
Yeah.
I still squeaked out over 500. Had some bad picks with the Seahawks. Picked the Bears. We had some tough ones.
Yeah, I picked the shit bowl games really well.
Yeah.
I picked the
You
Titans.
picked the
Panthers and Titans.
Yeah, that's really big.
Bad for them, though.
Yeah.
They need draft capital pretty bad, and so they got to lose those games. Those are the games they want to lose.
Yeah.
You know, because those are the ones they got the tiebreaker.
Bryce Young, he's not dead. That's kind of the talk of the town right now.
And he was pretty good.
Yeah, and he threw a touchdown pass that got dropped, and then he threw a big completion to Leggett, which got stolen from him.
Yeah.
So his numbers would look a lot better. I think he ends up being 16 of 26, 171, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Obviously, that could have been 2 touchdowns, no interceptions with like 225.
Yeah.
But if ifs were fifths, we'd be drunker than we are right now.
I know Thursday was like 3 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Jets winning a game?
Yeah, I mean, good for them. I think it shows more problems with the Texans.
That's what I was going to say. Are they broken?
They're broke. Their interior offensive line is broken.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud got sacked 6 times or something.
He's the most sacked quarterback in the entire NFL.
Yeah, it's bad. He looks very under pressure. He doesn't get to set up. And when you're lacking wide receivers.
Under pressure. Pushing down on me. Pushing down on me. Da-da-da. Go ahead.
Yeah, they have a great run game, which is weird with having such a bad pass blocking team. But they're struggling. They got a big one. They're hosting the Lions this week, Sunday Night Football.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I worry for them.
Yeah, and with that, they're going to tuck Big Z's ears back and let him run, too.
Mm-hmm.
They added a pass rush, which is really all that team was missing. I think the Lions are definitively the NFC Super Bowl representative pending any major injuries.
I think, or just like a weird playoff thing or a team surges.
Yeah.
But they're the best team in the NFC right now.
So
I
complete.
think we should start calling them the best show on Turf 2.0.
Yeah, they really look like that.
It is like unbelievable to watch. It is so fun. It's such a fun team.
It's like when you turn the sliders down on Madden.
Yeah.
That's like how you play when you set it to rookie. And
Right.
you're like doing your first season with a franchise. Like Jared Goff's in the rain, 2-glove Jerry went like 12 for 12 again in the first half.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
Actually, that brings me to, let me just really quick, I'll get into my apologies. I have 3 of them.
Okay.
Really quick. All right. There we go. Jared Goff, I said you couldn't play outside.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. And that was just me. I was hedging my bets. I said I wanted the Lions to win. I'd be happy if they won. I'm happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I made the wrong pick.
Yeah.
Historically, Jared Goff not been a great outdoor quarterback.
It's different now.
It's looking like they're not going to have to play outside ever again for the rest of time because they're probably going to be the 1 seed in the NFC.
Yep.
They're going to play at home the whole time.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And then the Super Bowl's in a dome.
Can we go to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I'll buy tickets right now.
Thank you.
Second one. Eagles.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Finally.
You guys have been so weird.
Yes.
You're so goddamn weird that I didn't think that you were as good as you looked against these other teams. Obviously, I mean, you just beat the Jags. It wasn't the most impressive game.
Right.
But Jalen Hurts looks really good. Saquon is doing things that they have to program into the new Madden because it has never existed.
Yeah, backwards hurdle.
I think it's hilarious, though, that everybody's talking. Like, that was a 15-yard game?
Yeah.
They're like, play of the year.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's acrobatic. It's exciting, but it is very funny that is like
15-yard game.
Yeah. And the catch of the year might have been that game by Devontae Smith. So it's
good for Devontae stepping up. That is the one sad thing. AJ Brown knee contusion could be week to week.
Right.
So that sucks.
Yeah. All right. Last apology, really quick. In the last video, I said that the Bucks and Chiefs had unfinished business because of the AFC Championship. Obviously, the Bucks are in the NFC. They played in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I can't be perfect. But you knew what I meant. It was because the Bucks and the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl in 2021 or something.
I got 2 apologies.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sorry, I said the Dolphins could make the playoffs.
Right, yeah.
They've lost back-to-back games by a combination of 4 points. Tua looked great on Sunday. I really thought they had that game. The announcers called it very early. They said whoever has the ball last in this game is going to win it, which is kind of how it went. Achane looked great. Tyreek got back in the end zone, still lost. It feels like that thing is going to blow the fridge door open. And who else was I sorry to? Oh, I'm sorry to Baltimore. I picked the Broncos last week, and I said it's odd because it's like big offense going against big defense. And yeah, Denver's defense didn't do much there. Lamar had another perfect passer rating game. That gives him 4. I'm not done yet. Don't go back to
Watch it, Tony.
He's the only player ever with 4 perfect passer rating games.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Derrick Henry leads the league in rush attempts, rushing yards, yards per rush, and touchdowns. They can play under center kind of for the first time in Lamar's career, which is crazy when you think about the play action opportunities, and then when they back it up into the gun, and then they can run both of them. It's really, really nuts. Zay looked really great. They added Deontay. We'll see how he fits there. Sorry to Baltimore. Really a big bounce back game for them. They look like they can compete, and they will probably choke again in the playoffs. But, hey.
All right. Apologies. Over. Okay. What else do we got to talk? Dennis Allen was fired.
Yeah, you want to talk about other hot seats?
Yeah, I mean, it's Doug Peterson.
Yep.
I mean, they've been playing decent. They just keep losing. And then Eberflus.
Eberflus is the hottest one, I think.
Hottest one right now. Because it looks like that's a sinking ship, and he's got to be the first one out.
And players are quitting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, did you see
DJ Moore?
He walked off the field
during a scramble drill.
Okay, I was watching that clip, and then I saw some discourse about it. I do think he accidentally stepped out of bounds, and so he can't go back in.
Yeah, but you stay in to distract a defender.
Well, see, that's what I think it was, because Caleb wasn't looking at him, that he thought that if he stayed in, that Caleb would throw him the ball.
That's an excuse.
That's what people are saying. I mean, for sure. It also, he did kind of hobble off a little bit, so I thought maybe he tweaked his ankle.
Not a good look, though.
It wasn't
quit on a play. Eberflus' seat is really hot. Obviously, the Cowboys have their dumpster fire, but I think we're in this weird scenario where a lot of these guys that are potential, like the best head coach potential, are with teams. You know, I think Vrabel is a big fit in Dallas. I think after this year, they might try and poach him. For some reason, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Down there, I feel like personality-wise, he's someone who could deal with Jerry Jones. And, like, I don't know. He's, like, in some ways, he's kind of Dan Campbell 2.0.
Yeah.
He goes for it on fourth. He's a big former player, physical player, defensive-minded, real gritty guy. And then I think Ben Johnson is the obvious pick in Chicago. That's interdivisional. They'll offer him a shit ton of money, and I know it would be like that'd be the most traitor Benedict Arnold thing ever for Ben Johnson to do, but I see that as a fit and as a crazy offensive mind. It's super appealing,
right?
With a young quarterback, you know, it would be very turning your back on your squad.
I think they have to win the Super Bowl, otherwise he can't leave. He can't leave Detroit if they don't win.
You
the Super
could leave
Bowl.
for $100 million.
I don't think Ben Johnson cares about that. He would have left the last 3 years when people were trying to get him.
His stock's only gotten higher, and now Caleb Williams is an available guy to coach.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 picks there. I think Doug Peterson could go during the regular season, but I don't know. What do they want? Belichick?
I think Belichick's going to be at the Raiders. I think that's really the fit that's going to make the most sense.
Tom Brady.
Well, Tom wants him to be there, and I think he doesn't want to go to Dallas. I think he doesn't like the Jets or Dallas because it's like mismanagement.
The Raiders just seem like too big of a rebuild for such an old guy. That's what I think about him and Pete Carroll. Like if they're going to come back.
I think the Raiders trade for a quarterback who is kind of like stuck in a situation where they can't perform. I think Trevor Lawrence or. I mean, I don't think Herbert ever leaves LA, at least not within the next couple years.
No, they look great right now.
Yeah. How about Dak on the sideline saying, we fucking suck?
Yep. And now he's on IR.
I know. Yeah. He's
and
gonna be
Cooper
out 4 weeks.
Rush, the way he throws the ball looks weird.
He's not starting. It's Trey Lance.
Yeah. It's gotta be Trey
Lance is going to start there. And and I think they pick a quarterback next year. God. And they have to pick a running back. So
Shador, Dallas.
That makes too much, actually.
That would be awesome.
It actually makes a lot of sense.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. But, yeah.
All right, let's get into our top 10, man. I got some other notes I'll unveil along the way.
Okay.
All right, I'll go first. Show me the money. At number 10, big losers this week.
Yeah.
Green Bay sucks. Amon-Ra is selling those shirts, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Completely disrespected on their own home field. They drop down here. They can run the ball, which is really great. You and me both kind of agree that Jordan Love shouldn't have played in that game.
Yep. They have a bye next week. He should have just sat out.
Yes. So, yeah, it looks tough. They doesn't leave them out here. This is the best division in football. I do love what Josh Jacobs is doing there. And Jordan Love, despite being injured, still put together a decent game. That game was uglier than the final score.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, Packers cling on. Number 9. Here they are.
Whoa.
They've arrived.
Okay.
The last 2 weeks, they've gotten the passing game going. They've unlocked their best player.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert has thrown for over 200 yards and a couple touchdowns. Ladd McConkey looks like he's really cooking. They had another wide receiver go over 100 yards, and J.K. Dobbins is like 3rd in the league in rushing. He's over 600 yards with like 7 touchdowns or something. He got his contract bonus. Vibes are really good there. I think it's one of the easiest coaches to rally around as players. They have a strong defense. I know there's the Browns, but they like stifled us. I like what's going on over there. They're 6-3 now. Pretty good team in the AFC. Number 8, the Atlanta Falcons keep on doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like them. I've been high on them all year. Atlanta and Philly have kind of been my sneaky teams I'm rooting for just because I like what's going on. And it's all this hate about Kirk and whatever, but I think they gave it to Bijan 12 out of first 13 plays. He's unlocked. He looks unbelievable. Maybe like the strongest jump cut in the NFL. The way he can change directions is bizarre. Kyle Pitts has been more active. Drake London busts out the headstand celebration, which took the world by storm this weekend. It's a beautiful thing. Vibes are fire. Bankroll fresh. Kirk Cousins. Kirko bangs. Let's go Falcons. Shout out Reese.
Really quick, the headstand that started in high school, right? A high school player.
It was a small college.
Small college.
And then
okay.
Drake London did it.
And then Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this fly is destroying me. I hate it.
Don't worry about it, dude.
No, I'm worried about it.
We got a show to do.
No, we're gonna get the fly first. Yeah.
If it comes by again, I'll kill him.
I think we're gonna get it.
Come up here.
This is what people want. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on.
So close to him, dude.
This is what people watch for.
Yeah, that's
Stuff
all
like
right.
that.
All right, coming in at number 7.
Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe fly.
Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
I don't know about this team. They got to win again, but Sam Darnold is starting to do pumpkin-esque behavior.
Right.
He had 3 turnovers in this game, 2 picks and a fumble, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Justin Jefferson's amazing. They eke one out here, but it was against the Joe Flacco really bad-looking Colts, and it was at home, and it didn't look like a guarantee the whole time.
Do you do your power rankings like on shuffle? Because weren't they like not in it last week after losing to the Lions, and now they beat the Colts and they go up to 7?
Yeah.
Okay, you just kind of randomly.
Well, I thought they were sliding. I thought they were done.
Right, and so they slid all the way out and then slid back up.
I think they beat any of these teams below them.
Okay, yeah, no, I got them in a similar spot for sure. I'm confused.
Oh, you can go out and in quick in mine.
Okay, yeah.
You don't get last week's respect this week.
Right, yeah.
It's a whole new week.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Injuries, trades, you know what I mean? But I do like McConnell. I like what Aaron Jones does on the ground up there, and I still like this defense. I'm just really, really, really skeptical about Sam Darnold. I've never seen a good Sam Darnold in December or January. We've never seen a good Sam Darnold this extent of a season, but we've seen flashes early in the season. I've never seen him fucking ball on Christmas. And that's what I got to see this year to really believe in them. So Minnesota's there. They're battling best division in football again, yada, yada. Number 6, give me the Commanders.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. I can't doubt them anymore. Biggest thing here is their defense looks kind of fire. They produce a lot of sacks. They really pressure people. They're flying around. This team's just so fired up to play. They believe in this young quarterback. It looks like, I don't know, just there's a crazy vibe there right now that's hard to beat, and Jaden Daniels just continues to do it. Again, just holding my breath that he doesn't get hurt because he is such a little guy.
Yeah.
Number 5, fly Eagles fly. I love it. They busted out the Kelly Greens, and I thought to myself, they're going to fucking lose. This is the team that busts out the coolest jersey in the league, and then they blow it at home to the Jags, but they didn't, and they only won by 6. But there was a moment there where it looked like they were going to lose, and Jalen Hurts came up big time clutch. Saquon continues to be an absolute monster. I think he has 12 or 11 less carries than Derrick Henry and like less than 100 less yards. So Derrick Henry's getting more attempts, but I think 1 week here could switch the rushing leader, and I think this is going to be an awesome kind of a McGuire-Bonds end-of-season battle for the rushing champ.
Yeah.
If Derrick Henry misses a game or something and Saquon goes $150, they're like right there neck and neck. Think that could happen. So very excited for that. Eagles look great. Love their DBs over there. And I like Jalen Hurts to square. Number 4, give me the freaky white freak. Buffalo Bills. They got the run game going again. And that's what happens in Buffalo. They can win. And that was just a neck and neck game. Their defense has not looked very good in about 4 weeks. But I think when they're healthy, Miami's obviously one of the best offenses in the league. I don't know. It's just hard to doubt Josh Allen. He's such a crazy psychopath freak. And they look good. Keon Coleman took a couple pops that game. That kind of scared me, but they look fine. So Buffalo remains in the top 5. Number 3, the Insano Ravos. You hang 41 on the 3rd best defense in the league. It's gonna strike some fear into the hearts of people. Like I said, the way they're putting Lamar all over is scary. He's been such a strong, just shotgun guy for the last couple of years. I don't know. This team can be amazing 1 week and then they can drop some the other week. And I don't really know what the crux of that is. I think it's like maybe comes down to some special teams issues on their own coverage. And Justin Tucker is, I think, the reason they're going to lose in the playoffs this year. It's going to come down to him hitting like a 55-yarder and everybody's like, oh, it's JT. If you've watched the Ravens this year, he has sucked cock and dick from inside 50 yards or outside rather. He even missed a couple 38-40s here. So that really worries me. That was like their clutch backbone of that operation for such a long time. Not anymore. All right, number 2, Chiefs. They won again last night. Woo! Patrick Mahomes looks unlocked with DeAndre Hopkins, which is exactly what fantasy owners like me love to see. Ah! I almost got him.
I know. I think you might have clipped him.
I might have clipped him.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Grant, can you suck in that fly? Swallow him? Get that big ass tongue out of yours. Come on. Pop that in there.
What looks even crazier is when you add someone like DeAndre Hopkins, that goal line touchdown where he just abuses a cornerback on that inside slant route. He's big and physical. Someone Patrick Mahomes can trust off rip. But look at what it did for Travis Kelce. When they have a star wide receiver out there that draws a little more attention, that inside of the field where Travis usually dominates is wide the fuck back open. 14 catches for 100 yards.
And I love that stat, too, that it took him an average of 6 seconds to get up every time off the ground.
Yeah, he's slow, and he did cough the ball up, but...
And they heard cracks, actually. There was cracks as he was getting up.
He's an actor now.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
He's a Halloween costume. A lot of people dressed up as him this year.
Which I'm sure will be good, but I really do. The addition of DeAndre is going to be really, really fucked for the rest of the league there. And Kareem Hunt looked great last night running the rock. Yeah. The defense is just unbelievably smothering.
Is my voter sticker moving like closer to the middle?
Yeah, mine must have fallen off or something.
Weird. Yeah.
Number 1, Detroit Football Lions. Wow. I mean, every morning I turn on 97.1 in Detroit and you just hear these lists of stats that have never happened. Jahmyr Gibbs averaging 6.3 yards per carry over the last 6 games. Jared Goff, 80.4% completion rating. It's crazy stuff. I think 30 of the last targets to Amon-Ra St. Brown has resulted in 30 catches.
Yeah, he has no drops.
That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't usually happen.
That's the sun god shining down on us. Really crazy things going on in Detroit. the last weakness they had, they fixed today was Zadarius Smith. I think he's going to go there and be great. He's been pretty good over the last 4 games with us. And he's going to be in a lot better positions to really get after the passer because they're going to be up in games and they're going to be able to just unleash him. And when Aiden gets back, that's an awesome guy to pair next to him. I could see him retiring in Detroit. Whatever. Good for Detroit. That's about it. That's my top 10. Any problems?
Yeah, Panthers won. They're not on here.
No.
Thought that was kind of weird. Titans too. They won a game.
Yep.
Yeah, no Browns.
No Bengals.
No Bengals. Yeah, everybody loves the Bengals.
Joe Burrow's balling.
2,244
yards, 70% completion rating.
Yeah. Let's
20
get
touchdowns.
it. Stop it. Let's get into mine. I hate that you have so many stats now. I feel like we didn't do that the first couple weeks.
This is the part of the year where you get into stats because
Right.
we're halfway through. Stats start to matter.
Right. Vibes have always mattered. Somebody posted the clip where I said that the Commanders were going to go above their line of 6.5 wins, which they've already gotten above. And I said, I don't know why. It's just vibes. I think this team's going to be better than expected. That was our predictions video. And I said that.
Okay.
I'm saying vibes over stats.
All right.
And checks over stripes as well.
I think people like stats. When I tune into stuff and I hear numbers getting thrown at me, I'm like, I'm like eating it.
Yeah, totally. I repeat them.
I'm filter feeding information.
I repeat them and like I do it kind of how you just did, where you said completion rating. You know, it's completion percentage, but we don't know really what we're talking about.
It's kind of a rating.
Right, exactly.
It's a way to rate completions.
It's a way to rate completions. You know,
It's a
100
percentage.
out of 100.
That's 100% rating.
100% rating. 100 completion rating of 100 would be 100% completion.
What is the QBR and why is a perfect game like 148?
I don't know how that all works.
Can you explain on base percentage to me too?
On base percentage.
Or OPS, slugging percentage?
Slugging percentage, no way.
No one
On
knows.
base percentage, yes.
Pretty
because
simple.
Walks count, and then it's walks, and it's, yeah. It's, yeah.
Can I say something quick?
Sure.
Cavs are 8-0.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta make note of that on the sports channel.
Yeah, totally.
Shout out Kenny Atkinson. He's never lost. And I think the Browns won't get to 8 wins until about halfway through next season. You know what I mean? Timing wise. Like from the time of this start of this NBA season, I don't think the Browns will get as many wins as the Cavs right now until midway through next season.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like to compare the sports, but
No.
yeah. Eventually we'll have a little, Eventually we'll have a little basketball down there where I can't. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Right
There you go.
there.
Got it.
Boop. It'll be like a basketball, and then
Yeah.
we'll talk about the Cavs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Just had to shout him out.
Okay. All right, let's get into my power rankings. Here we go. Number 10. Yes!
Oh, my God.
They didn't play this week, so they stay at number 10, 49ers. I just think, I'm looking at the NFC. Oh, you had them there?
I had
and then
'em.
you crossed them out, and then you put Arizona, which is weird.
Yep.
And then you put Green Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arizona's
I'm
on
seeing that
top of their division.
now. There's no real top of their division.
They're
all,
5-4. It's the best record.
They're all the same. But the 49ers are going to be better. Christian McCaffrey gets back after this week, they're saying.
With new legs. New
Yeah.
Nazi legs.
Yeah, they got. Well, wait a second. What'd you say? He got him in Germany. Is that why you said that?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Yeah, you shouldn't say stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's going to be back, and I think the more pieces they get back, a lot of teams are broken right now, and I think by, 5 weeks from now, we're going to be like, wow, the 49ers are just as good as we thought they were.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I could see that.
All right, number 9. The Rams.
Oh,
I
the
got-
other team from LA.
Exactly. Yeah. San Francisco's not LA.
I had the Chargers at 9.
We got to stop referencing yours, man. This is about me. These are my rankings. I didn't see yours before. I didn't go, hey, I'm going to do the other LA team. Rip that up. Yeah. You eat that fly, Grant, or no?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Delicious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as good as that, though.
The Rams, just based on... Oh, you ate it. Based on history, last year, they were really bad, and then they went on a crazy run, and they just look unlocked. Puka punched somebody in the helmet. Not really.
It was a push.
It was kind of more of a push, but then they kicked him out of the game.
They call
which
that...
sucked for me in fantasy. Go ahead.
They call... No, nothing. I'm done interrupting you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I did win in fantasy by 3 points, which is pretty cool. Puka only had 2, though. 2 points total, which is not what I expected.
What's
from
your record?
him. In fantasy?
Yeah, were you 4 and 5?
4 and 5, yeah.
Crawling back in. We
Yeah,
love
yeah.
to see it,
I'm
man.
crawling back in.
8-1.
Yeah. Stafford, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
I love it. I love what they're doing over there, and
Me
I
too.
think they are surging right now. So I got to give them the respect of being number 9 on the list. Give me number 8. Pittsburgh Steelers. They didn't play this week, right?
Yeah, I totally forgot about them.
Yeah.
Took them right off my rankings.
I think the AFC is really like a 4-horse race right now, and I think they're the 4th horse. I think they'll be really, really good if Russell Wilson gets the eye black stuff tattooed out, like an actual face tattoo.
Why has
That-
no one done that before?
I know. I feel like somebody has to have done it, but it's not like a pro player. And I feel like he is the one. He's always got it on. Even if they play indoors, he's got that shit on.
Yeah.
And so I would love to see. I think if they did that, that would increase the vibes over there on offense. But right now, they're both sides of the ball. They look great.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin's a great coach. I think Watt's probably Defensive Player of the Year right now. And yeah, I believe that they're going to continue to be really, really good,
Think
even
they win
though
the
their
division?
schedule gets really, really difficult. No, the Ravens win the division easily. All right, next. Eagles, yep, I'm sorry. I had to put them back in. They're playing great. They didn't even play a perfect game this week or anything, but
They are fun to watch.
they are a fun team to watch for sure. And Jalen Hurts is protecting the ball. That's a
Yeah.
huge thing that he's gotten figured
Going
out.
deep.
He's going deep. The 4th down stuff has been an issue for them, which is interesting because
Yeah.
they used to do the tush push, which is now broken.
Sirianni's like getting in his own head. Did you see the one where
Yeah.
he like tried to do the boot and
Yeah,
like
they
flip it around?
It was like 8 yards back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not what you do on 4th down.
No.
I saw somebody else say this, but you have Saquon. You can run him up the middle. You're allowed to do it on 4th down.
Yeah, totally
It's
legal.
like, instead, it's not just tush push or trick play.
Yeah.
It's literally, you got Saquon Barkley, run him up the middle
Yeah.
and block the other fuckers.
Mhm.
Block the fuckers from the other fucking team and put Saquon up the middle.
Does AJ Brown worry you there?
I'm not even gonna think about it.
Okay.
Really, I don't care about the Eagles too. I don't care about them. I'm not a fan of them or anything.
That Commanders game's coming up.
Yeah, that's gonna be actually exciting.
I'm so excited. I think that's next week. I think that'll be week 11.
Okay, number 6. I got the Vikings here. I still think they're a really good team, but I think that division now, I left the Packers out of this because I just really don't believe in the consistency of Jordan Love. I think he is just unreliable, makes stupid mistakes, and I think as exciting as their defense is, I think they're going to have trouble against these other teams. The Vikings have beat the Packers already. I think that division is down to Vikings in the wild card, Lions win the division, Lions to the Super Bowl. That's what I think is going to happen, but I think that defensive scheme is still working, and they're winning games. Even when Sam Darnold is starting to make mistakes,
Yeah.
they look good. They look hard to beat, so I got them at 6. Number 5, Commanders.
Yeah.
They're just so exciting. I mean, this is like
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Week in, week out.
Terry McLaurin,
Awesome.
2 touchdowns. He's on my fantasy team. I'll say that much. And yeah, I'm starting to like that W on the helmet. They racked up 7 W's so far. And last year you couldn't say that about the Commanders.
Yeah.
They almost put an L on the helmet, but they decided not to.
And I like calling them the Manders. Oh,
Yeah.
Manders are on?
hmm
I like that. That's just good. That's just good. It rolls right out.
That's
Manders.
weird because I was at your house watching football and
Yeah.
you said the commies are on.
That's pretty much anybody who lives in D.C. for me.
Right. Go vote. This probably it'd be out like maybe 2 hours before you can't vote no more.
If you forgot, go
you-
do it.
Yeah, and you can vote online, and you don't have to have an ID.
You
Right?
just got to text White House at Gmail.
Yep. Text Whitehouse to gmail.com. Then it sends you a ballot, and you write Kamala Harris with a crayon.
He's lying. Look up where you need to vote.
Yeah,
for your precinct.
look up your local. Say, a lady said to me today at the voting station. She said, "Google where do I vote?" Because I went to the wrong one first.
Yeah.
She said, "Just Google where do I vote?" And I was
Dumbass.
like, "Yeah, I'm dumb." Anyway, yeah. So we don't know who's going to be quarterback next week. It's either going to be Kamala or Trump for the Commanders, and I hope that it's Kamala, and I hope the defensive coordinator is Tim Walz. All right, here we go. Number 4. Buffalo Bills. We got him in the same spot, and he's a freaky white guy.
I think I had him at 3.
I don't think so. I think you had the Ravens at 3.
I think I had Ravens at 4.
Let's check it. Oh, you
I
ripped
ate
it. You ripped it up and ate it. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. Josh Allen. They look. The thing is like, dude, they're gonna win their division so easily, and
they
they
walk
play
backwards.
better in cold weather.
Yeah.
They like are better than other teams at dealing with cold weather. So yeah, they're gonna be fantastic. I think they are gonna be the 2 seed in the AFC, despite not being as good or scary as the Ravens, in my opinion. I think that they will have a better record because they still they get to play. You know, they already played the Dolphins twice. You get to play the Jets again, and you get to play who else is in there? The Patriots again. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a cakewalk for caked up white guy Josh Allen.
Absolutely.
Big
ass on him.
Number 3. Yeah, I got the Ravens here as well. Scary on offense. They just got to get their defense rolling a little bit better, but it's starting to improve this week. They looked pretty good against those Broncos.
Really picked on Bo Nix.
And I love watching them play. Zay Flowers is a freak. He's an absolute freak.
He's fast.
And they've really spread out that offense where they remind me of the Lions in some ways, with just a more dynamic quarterback and less impressive and explosive weapons. I mean, not talking about Derrick Henry. I just mean on the outside, you know, their wide receivers, not as deep of a room maybe as the Lions have, but they are just as fun to watch and just as high powered on offense. And we'll see if the defense can pull together and see if they can challenge the Chiefs in the AFC. But for now, got them at 3. And number 2, still got the Lions here. I think, again, they look like the best team in football. They're
Road divisional win doesn't move them up to number 1.
No.
Oh.
Because guess what? They lost a game to the Bucks, who just lost to the Chiefs.
That's transitive property. I've got to respect that.
Yeah, totally. And listen, Jared Goff, they have coached him so well because if you look at, there's such a stark difference in their loss versus all of their wins so far. In their loss, I believe he threw the ball 55 attempts that game. Wasn't throwing the ball as well. They weren't utilizing the run game, and they went against a team with a weak run defense and just didn't run it. And so they ended up losing a weird one to the Bucks. Since then, they have looked borderline unbeatable.
Yeah.
And I think they're the most impressive team in football right now. They got that one loss, and the number 1 team does not. It's still the Chiefs. I think get the Chiefs.
The Chiefs
are at number 1.
The Chiefs are number 1.
There we go. All right. Oh my gosh, the technical difficulties. It's like, hey, Gronk! Happy birthday, Gronk!
Keep going, Gronk!
Keep driving, Gronk! Keep drinking!
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs, they obviously, like you said, they were unlocked yesterday. Yes. They finally have like a spread on offense that makes it what?
The first touchdown celebration.
Can't even get through a goddamn sentence. This is a
busted
see video. What?
Did you see the first touchdown celebration of DeAndre Hopkins?
No, what do you do?
He did the Remember the Titans dance.
Oh, which one?
He went. Oh. And everyone joined him.
Oh, the purple cobra from Dodgeball.
He was just on the Titans.
Doom, doom.
He did the Remember the Titans after getting traded from the Titans.
I see what you're saying.
That's fucking hardcore. I hate to interrupt you, but that was like the headstand shit, great. But D-Hop doing Remember the Titans, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, sorry.
Everywhere we go, you're supposed to, whatever. It doesn't matter. Remember the Titans? They suck. Remember that.
Yeah, remember that. You all right there with the arms?
Yeah, just putting down my armrests, getting comfortable. Remember the Titans? My old high school team?
People want it. Oh,
yeah, see, it's wrong. The wrong timing. Yeah. No, pop it back up, Tony.
Yeah, pop that shit back up.
Pop it back up. There we go. All right. Patrick Mahomes, I think he broke both his ankles yesterday, and then he's really good at throwing the ball where it's all knuckleball, huh?
Yeah, he could do the.
Yeah. He's almost like he doesn't even know how to throw a spiral anymore. He just
doesn't matter.
He goes, whatever.
Here, take it.
That's a touchdown. Yeah. That's a touchdown for us. Obviously, there was the blown call on the false start that people are talking about that would have maybe prevented the Chiefs from scoring that last touchdown and maybe would have lost them the game or at least given the Bucs a chance to touch it. But, they're a better team than the Bucs. They outgamed them. I think the Bucs did everything they could. I would have loved to see that game with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in the game.
Yes.
But that's just how it is. I think they're continuing to squeak out every single game, and they don't look perfect, but they look hard to beat.
And they look better than they have. Like they've improved with each week, and this trade I think has really opened up that offense.
Yeah, and trade deadlines today. There are some rumors floating around. I believe they're going to sign Jerry Rice to a 10-day. He's been doing a lot of commercials, but they said they could get. And then I believe Gronk is signing. I think he's going to sign. Gronk! Hey, Gronk, get in here. That's bad.
That's Andy Reid.
That's my impression of Andy Reid signing some new people.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's my power rankings, and I'm sorry if it was a little disjointed today, guys.
That's all right. You have two teams on there that were on bye. I can respect that and disrespect it. I'll choose to do a little bit of both.
Sure.
I think teams that have quality wins this week deserve to be talked about a little more than teams we didn't watch. But
here's my rebuttal. Okay, It's about power. Who's got the most power?
Yeah, that's a great point.
And they've been resting. They've been charging up.
You get
charging
healthier.
up. Those are the real Chargers. The real Chargers here are the Steelers and the Niners, in my opinion. They've been charging up, getting CMC healthy. Russell's probably getting that face tat now. And so, yeah. And then what else?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I believe in your San Fran take. I think they obviously have the skills and the coach to be at the top of that division come the end, but that's about it. Whatever.
The NFC's been more impressive than the AFC this year, but it still looks like there's no team that can beat the Lions in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the only team is like if the Eagles randomly get insane. That's like what I think could happen.
Yeah.
Or the Commanders, if they continue to play like this, could eke one out against the Lions.
That's all my Lions fans have said that. It's like the team we don't want to see in the playoffs is the Commanders.
It's crazy.
Which, it's just crazy.
It's crazy to think about.
And I heard some bad talk from our good friend Ty this week.
Yeah.
He came over and he said, it's almost getting boring.
I hate
said,
that.
I said, do not.
No, you can't take it for granted.
Yeah. You know how rare this is?
Yeah. You know what wasn't boring for Browns fans was last year.
Yeah.
There was nothing boring about that.
No.
Yeah.
Winning games is not boring. Smacking the shit out of your rivals is not boring. I don't want to hear talk like that, and I won't be surprised if they lose 10 in a row because Tyreek jinxed them.
Yeah, I don't. There's not 10 games left.
Yeah.
Well, there will be if they.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever.
But the only team that should be bored.
You got it.
I got it.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
The only team that should be bored of winning is the Chiefs.
Yeah, or the Saints. Because they got bored of it after 2 games.
Yeah, they got really bored after the first 2 games of smacking teams. That was going to be my take, is that the Cowboys are just a bad team. So winning against them, like I now believe legitimately the Cowboys are a bad team.
Yeah.
And so winning against them doesn't move you up the power rankings in my mind. You know, it's like that you should beat the Cowboys right now because they got a lot of problems over there.
They got Jonathan Mingo now.
Yeah, great. That's cool. They got him. And then Tyreek might go to the Commanders. That's the rumor.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. We'll see.
If that happens, dude, honestly, I want to see a play where Jaden throws the ball to Tyreek Hill and then catches up to him and they run hand in hand into the touchdown. They're both like the 2 fastest at their position in the league. And then they're playing the Chiefs somehow. I don't know if that happens on the schedule.
Yeah, sure.
And Xavier Worthy he plays DB for one play and runs backwards in line with them.
That's fine.
And it's just 3 players straight into the end zone. And then
I don't care if that
Commanders win, I guess.
Hope the Browns win out. They're not going to. Battle for first pick.
I hope we get first pick. That's what I hope happens.
Me too.
And who are we going to pick?
I don't care.
You don't know about any of them?
Arch Manning. Is he ready?
Yeah, he's not eligible for the draft.
Can we
this
just
year.
put in like a deli number for him next year?
Yeah, I mean, we could trade our pick for
The first of next year? Yeah.
yeah. For we have to pick who's going to be the worst team, but probably
Easy.
take our own.
Whatever. That's week 9 power rankings. We're going to see you guys on Thursday for predictions. I owe Riley a comeback here. Someone total us up.
Yeah, can somebody total? I don't.
I want to know what the season total is, and I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody in the office is going to do it either.
I'll give you $25 if you total us up.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll give you $0 because 25 seems like too many.
$25 and total me up.
$25 and I'll total you up.
All right.
We have a video that came out yesterday on Unlimited. and
Unlimited
we
video
have,
tomorrow?
Yeah, Unlimited video tomorrow. And we have also merch on Cope's website. And go vote if you can vote. If you're in the U.S., go vote if it's not too late. Shout out to everybody who did vote. And also, if there are any big trades or anything, maybe you hit us up about those.
Yeah. Yes.
See what I mean? I'm off. There's something.
ESPN's going to do that. I don't need
ESPN's gonna do it?
I don't need
Okay.
someone to DM me.
Yeah, and do you have push notifications on for ESPN?
Of course.
I don't. And I think that's been my problem.
Put on the sleeper notifications. Do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah.
You got to get the news, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
I'm on D&D all the time. I get no notifications from anything except Be Real. I haven't used that in 2 years. But it buzzes my phone once a day.
Love you guys. We'll see you on Thursday to get back on Be Real and make sure you go vote.
Yeah, this has been the Hivemind Podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.
Roll it, Tony! Crush the